What's up, yo? We back at it, man. You know what I'm saying? And well, I'm back at it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I'm talking about this thing that I didn't know the name of it was targeted individuals. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know the name of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use the name. It's called targeted individuals. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let me give a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact that it's gonna be some people who definitely is not going to like the information that I'm putting out or like what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, strictly because of the fact that they know that it's true or strictly because of the fact that it exposes them, you know what I'm saying, and coming on here and saying rude things or, you know what I'm saying, making rude comments, you know what I'm saying, that it's not gonna stop nothing. I'm gonna continue to do it, you know what I'm saying, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying. I didn't ask to get targeted, and so now and I don't have any plans on being a victim neither. You know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna play the victim role. You know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna fight fire with fire because that's exactly what they want me to do. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna fight fire with God. You know what I'm saying, and that's all it is to it. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just giving you a notice now. You know what I'm saying, that you can get on here and you can make all the comments that you want. But I can guarantee you that the things that you're doing on the comments that you're making isn't even a third as bad as what I'm saying, what I'm actually going through. So you could just add it to the pile, you know what I'm saying. But I can care less about those who have negative comments about what I'm saying or who feel like I'm saying the wrong things or saying too much, you know what I'm saying. I just don't care, you know what I'm saying. Like I was saying, I'll say it again, you know what I'm saying. I didn't ask for this, you know what I'm saying, but since this is where I am, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I have no intentions on playing the victim role. You know what I'm saying? But what I do have intentions on is, staying close to God. You know what I'm saying? Because that is very important. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this too. You know what I'm saying? For those who are really being targeted, be careful what you say, even on YouTube, because I think we all know that, when things like this is happening, they will send plants. You know what I'm saying? They will send people who either think they're being targeted because they might have seen something and then saw this, you know what I'm saying? Or they are just flat out lying and they are plants. You know what I'm saying? So even if what I'm saying makes sense to you, um, try not to get on here, and there's nothing wrong with commenting. The only thing that I'm trying to say is try not to get on and expose information about yourself, because one thing that I can tell you is the people who are doing the targeting, they look for information about you. You know what I'm saying? I think there's more than one person that I've seen that has said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They look for information about you. They look for little things that they can find out about you to use against you. You know what I'm saying? As a weakness, because you know what I'm saying, the war is real. And I've done a little homework, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, because I'm not just a person that's getting on here and saying, "Hey, man, I'm being targeted." You know what I'm saying? No, I don't. I wouldn't dare waste my time like that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can tell you, like I said, well, another thing I could say too is that if you're a devil worshiper or if you're into the dark arts or dark magic, I just and you got on here and said that you were being targeted, I would highly doubt it, because the people who are doing the targeting are demonic. And I don't see how a house, formed against itself can stand. You know what I'm saying? So, if you know for a fact that you're into black magic or you're into the occult, you know what I'm saying, and you're saying you're being targeted, I would just have to, I would have to question that, because, like, I know very well that the people that are doing the targeting are very much demonic. You know what I'm saying? And those who are being targeted in real life, you know what I'm saying, who are going through this, they know that the people are demonic also. You know what I'm saying? One point that I'll add, like I say, is the fact that if not most, all of the people that are being targeted, you know what I'm saying, for over the past 2 years or over the past year or 3 years, because I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying, I can't remember it going further back than 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. Now I'm not going to say that it hasn't, but if someone were to tell me that they've been targeted for 15 years, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be true, but I would have to question that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm doing this because I'm not a victim, and I'm not playing the victim role. You know what I'm saying? I fear no man. I only fear God. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So, you know what I'm saying, and just as much as I want to know and figure out how this goes and who they are and what they're responsible for and where they come from and why this is happening, I'm sure that there is other people too who want to, you know, figure that out, and this is part two. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm gonna continue to make videos, and I'm gonna continue to do this, man. You know, it doesn't matter where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, what platform I'm on. I'm not gonna allow, you know what I'm saying, this situation to stop what I, you know, to as much as it possible to stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we know for a fact that there are days, for those who understand, you know, who are really targeted, you know that there are days that you don't really feel like you're not in the mood for it. You know what I'm saying? And they still there, you know, and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They are still there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, this time, this video, you know what I'm saying, I urge, look, I'm gonna say to let me say this ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you know, because I've done some homework, and I, you know, on the demonic side, you know what I'm saying, because that's the part I want to talk about today, is the demonic side. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to hear about witchcraft and dark arts and stuff like that, then you may not want to listen to this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about that side of it today, because as a targeted individual, I know myself and others can verify the fact that the main weapon they use is witchcraft and black magic or dark arts or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. And this is the main reason why I'm trying to wrap my mind around it, is because of the fact that not only, and I'm going to bring this up now and later on, you know what I'm saying, because I've written stuff down. You know, I've written stuff down. And, you know, not only do the parents do it, but it's also in the kids. Okay? And if you're a targeted individual and you're going through this situation, some of you might have noticed the fact that there are kids who yes, it's like, it's as if the parents have, whatever they done, they included the kids, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into that. And like I say, I'm making this video because, like I say, I have no intention on being a victim, you know what I'm saying? If I die, then so be it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, save your comments, because I don't care about them. You know, you can write them all day up under the video, but I'm not going to respond to them. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I probably won't respond to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, unless it's something that I really understand about, being, you know, that someone is really reaching out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it short and sweet, because we all know that, being that you are a targeted individual, you know what I'm saying, they are on this video. I probably, you know, I got, like, you know, a couple of subscribers now. I wouldn't doubt that one of them is, you know, one of those people, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they find a way to get into everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm talking to those who are targeted individuals and saying that, if you decide to comment up under the video, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, say whatever you want, but, you know, I mean, keep it short and sweet, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm not going to say keep it short and sweet. I'm going to say, just don't divulge any of your own personal, very personal information about yourself in the comments, because I know for a fact that, you know what I'm saying, what I'm doing is probably considered dangerous, but I don't care, because the life that I live out here every day is dangerous, and I could die any day. So it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? What difference does it make if I do this too? You know what I'm saying? So You know, that's the only thing I want to say to those who see this video and who understand this video and who really are targeted individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm going to keep making videos. You know what I'm saying? When I get into the right financial predicament, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to you know, I'm advocating for the Lord, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what I represent, and that's what I stand by. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm willing to die for. You know what I'm saying? So that's the side that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And if, like I say, if you're a devil worshiper, or you Luciferian or anything like that, I don't have nothing against you. I just don't fool with you. We on two separate sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in this video, let me get started. But you know, one thing that I want to take back, I'm going to take this back. You know what I'm saying? Because as being a targeted individual, one of the first things I said was, oh, well, the government must be in on it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take that back. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I'm going to take that back is because of the fact that I'm not 100% sure. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make claims that I don't have the absolute answer to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take that back, and I'm going to do more homework on that. But there are some other things that I have done homework on. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if you're a targeted individual, you know, the first question that comes to everyone's mind is, who are they? Who are they? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody has questions, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, has answers, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not sure if if everything that I've written down is correct, but I did homework, and I know that some of the things that I've written down, I've looked at certain videos, you know what I'm saying, and jotted down information, you know, and I know that some of the stuff that I've written down is very similar to what is going on in the situation when it comes to, you know, individuals being targeted, you know. So, you know, the first question is, who are they? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, what do we know for sure, though? One thing that we know for sure is that they are demonic, okay? That's the one thing that I want to point out, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that I'm going to divulge in today, you know what I'm saying, is the fact that they are demonic, okay? And, you know, I know for a fact that, you know, that a lot of the military who people who were in the military, some of the military, I'm not gonna say all of them, but I know for a fact that there were a lot of the military who came home that I've seen recently, you know what I'm saying, who have, you know, who got the bathroom on their necks, or the 5-point star on them, which is, you know, a symbol for, you know, the Luciferian, you know, cult. They, you know, a lot of the military, whether you believe it or not, that came home, you know what I'm saying, they're Luciferian. You know what I'm saying? They studied the occult. They studied dark arts. They studied black magic, white magic, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the military came home. You know what I'm saying? They came home with these extra things that they know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to say that you know, some of the people that is doing it could be military. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say they could be military is because of the fact of how strategic they are, how they move, how they know how to box you off, or how they know, you know what I'm saying, like if you're going down this highway, let's say you beat them down the street, and they don't, you know, they're able to, you know, get to the next street to make sure that when you come out that they're there. You know what I'm saying? This is very strategic, you know what I'm saying? And you either have to have military background or or if not military background, then you have to be been like a policeman, you know what I'm saying? And that was another thing that I wanted to say, is that, you know, I believe that there are police, you know what I'm saying, that there are police, or, you know, certain people in the police departments that, you know, that have, you know, they dibble in, or they dabble in it, or they're fully into it. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that, you know what I'm saying, some of the people are probably veterans, military, you know what I'm saying, you know, police officers, you know what I'm saying, who probably in the privacy of their own home or within their own confines, they probably practice you know, demonic things, witchcraft, black magic, Kabbalah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to talk about today. Because for those who are being targeted, you know what I'm saying, this may make sense to you as far as who they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make some points, you know what I'm saying, because there have been things that have happened in the process of me being targeted that, you know, when I started writing this down, you know what I'm saying, it made all the sense in the world, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I think that one of the worst things about this is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I've seen it in the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you of an incident. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you about it now. You know what I'm saying? There was an incident, you know what I'm saying, that happened not too long ago where I was sitting in a park, you know, and this certain park was designed in a way to where when you came in, I have eyes on you, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, being a targeted individual, you want to put yourself in places where, you know, you can see everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you are a targeted individual, I know you know what I'm talking about, especially if, you know what I'm saying, if you or, you know, if well, I'm gonna say this mainly for those who may be homeless or living in their vehicle, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I took a big hit before the pandemic. I lost house, home, uh, I lost house and a vehicle and a job, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm, you know, building myself back up. But in the process of me building myself back up, you know what I'm saying, I fell into this situation, you know what I'm saying? And I know that it's you know, that it's God inspired, you know what I'm saying? And if he hasn't brought me out of it, like I say, it's because he thinks that I can make it. He has chosen me, you know what I'm saying, to go through it, and I am going to go through it, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter. This is to the death, you know what I'm saying? There's no quit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, one of the questions is, who are they? And we know for a fact, you know what I'm saying, let's just scratch the military and the police part. You know what I'm saying? What we do know is that they are demonic, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if they don't carry demons, then they are actually demons that people have allowed to come inside of them. You know what I'm saying? I want to read something, you know what I'm saying, to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. And, you know, I just want you to pay attention, you know what I'm saying? I wrote down, you know, it's very important information, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that it describes to the T exactly who they are. Because as we know where they come from and how this began, I think we have a pretty good idea. You know, I'm pretty sure that if you're looking at this video and you are a targeted individual, that you are that you believe in Jesus Christ, you believe in God, you have a connection with him, you know what I'm saying? If, you know, I heard somebody talking about getting your vibration up. If that consists of, you know, I'm not too much sure about that, but if that consists of following the rules of God, the 10 commandments, you know what I'm saying, I don't have sex, I don't use drugs, you know what I'm saying, like in the process of this happening, what they actually did was push me closer to God, you know what I'm saying, because I was supposed to have been doing that anyway. I was just sluggish on it. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. One thing I want to say is that I'm gonna read a little information first, you know what I'm saying, so that those who are going through this, you know what I'm saying, maybe you can come to an understanding. Like I say, a lot of it is about what you know, demons and people who are of a demonic spirit, what they do and how they operate and where they get it from. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that if we can figure that out, you know what I'm saying, then you know, the more knowledge we have, the better we can arm ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing more powerful than God, and you know, than Jesus Christ right now to protect you. There's nothing else that can protect you more than Jesus Christ. I just want to let you know that right now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm gonna read some stuff, and it says that the Kabbalah, okay, they believe Yahweh and Jesus Christ are the embodiment of evil. They believe Lucifer is the true God of creation. This is people who study the Kabbalah, you know what I'm saying? And we know that, you know, people who study the Kabbalah, this has grown very popular in the world, you know what I'm saying? And You know, I believe that in some sort of way, maybe, you know, if it's not direct, you know, in some section of the Kabbalah, in some section, because there are different sections to the Kabbalah, and I'm gonna explain that too. You know what I'm saying? But the Kabbalah, the people who study the, you know, are Kabbalists. You know what I'm saying? They believe that Yahweh and Jesus Christ are the embodiment of evil. They believe Lucifer is the true God of creation. Okay, and Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." Okay. The Kabbalah teaches magic or the art of intercourse with spirits and supernatural beings. One cannot be a convinced Kabbalist without soon becoming a magician or devoting oneself to the practice of occultism. Not that all Kabbalists or magicians practice all the different branches of occultism. Some of them are used by charlatans for the exploitation of a superstitious person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming that that means that some people who practice, you know, in occultism, because it's different levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people who practice it, you know, you know, they just are used, you know, for the exploitation of someone who is superstitious. You know what I'm saying? But a great many, precisely the most criminal and perverse, are observed in the hidden dens of modern Luciferians. You know what I'm saying? And it says, ritual magic has two main disciplines. All of these methods are considered an abomination to God and should be avoided at all costs. First is divining magic, divining the future through the use of horoscopes. Astrology, we know that that is, you know, those who, you know, those, you know, we know that that is forbidden. You know what I'm saying? Then then there is aeromancy, divination by the study of aerial phenomena, specifically cloud formations. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I want to say is that there was someone who was talking about, you know what I'm saying, there being people who actually can change the weather, and I do believe that, because I've been in situations, and just recently, just now, you know what I'm saying, also I feel like it was that, you know what I'm saying, where it just seems like, according to what I was doing or what I had going on, being a targeted individual, like it felt almost if someone was able to affect the weather and make it rain. You know what I'm saying? When I left from one state to another to come back down this way, it was not raining when I left, but the entire time that I was driving to come from one state to another, it rained. And during that time, while I was doing all the driving, you know what I'm saying, it almost, you know, and I'm, you know, I hate to say it like this, but it's very true. It almost seemed like they were deliberately, you know, trying to cause me to wreck. You know what I'm saying? They would, 18 wheelers would swerve over far to the left. You know what I'm saying? And it's raining and it's water and it's, you know what I'm saying? So it almost, like, many times during my trip from one state to another, seemed as if they were deliberately trying to sabotage the whole trip. You know what I'm saying? And make me wreck or something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but you know, that is aeromancy. You know what I'm saying? The study of aerial phenomena, specifically cloud formations. Then there's palmistry. You know what I'm saying? Dividing the future from reading the lines on one's palms. You know what I'm saying? Then there's hydromancy. Hydromancy is the divination by studying liquids and how they are affected by thoughts and words. Okay, now let me tell you about hydromancy, because, you know, I had no idea about, I didn't know what the name of it was. But one thing that I can tell you is that I have, during this time while I have been targeted, I have seen many people do things like open up their window and pour water out, you know what I'm saying? And it's poured out in a way to where you understand that they're not just throwing away water, you know what I'm saying? I've seen people, you know what I'm saying, pour out water and then say things, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me know that that's hydromancy, you know what I'm saying? I just found this out, I just found out that word hours ago, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, because I just doing a little homework on it. But hydromancy, divination by studying liquids and how they are affected by thoughts and words. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people out here, you know what I'm saying, that use hydromancy. You know what I'm saying? It is evil. Stay far away from it, you know what I'm saying? But the people who are using it, they are able to affect water. They are able to conjure through water. You know what I'm saying? This is very true. You know what I'm saying? I'm only saying this because there are different ways that people who are using um, deep dark magics or the Kabbalah, you know what I'm saying? Because this is all of this is labeled under the Kabbalah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's hydromancy, and then there's anthropomancy. You know what I'm saying? Which is horrible, savage abomination. You know what I'm saying? Disemboweling a human being, then spreading out the entrails for the purpose of divining the future. It said that ancient Britain was said to consult their gods by looking into the entrails of their captives. Then there's pyromancy, divination by fire. You know what I'm saying? Cartomancy, divination by cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many things, you know what I'm saying? This is ritual magic, you know what I'm saying? And that is what a lot of people are practicing out here today. And a lot of times those people who are being targeted and are mentioning the fact that they are witnessing witchcraft or black magic, this is what you are witnessing. You are witnessing people who are practicing different things. You know what I'm saying? One person may be practicing hydromancy, you know what I'm saying, and another person. But then there's, you know, I want to get into this too. There is also a thing called operative magic, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it says that Luciferians worldwide have been using these methods since the beginning of time. These rites are easy to identify as they all share the same basic principles: alchemy, spiritual power to transform one thing to another. You know, we've heard of that. Mesmerism. Mesmerism. This is a real thing. Mesmerism. Black magic equivalent of MK Ultra. Using sorcery to be able to gain control over a person's mind. People actually are practicing this. Mesmerism. There are people who are actually, you know, who are, so, you know, if you're being targeted, you know what I'm saying, and you're being attacked, you know what I'm saying, it's not all coming, you know, unless all the people who are attacking you are practicing the same thing. I can almost guarantee you that there are different people attacking you with different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, one may be using water, one may be using mesmerism, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing that we can all agree on is that they're using witchcraft, you know what I'm saying? We just don't know what it is. You know, but there's mesmerism, and it is actually the black magic equivalent of MK Ultra, using sorcery to be able to gain control over a person's mind. This is real life. Then there's necromancy, evoking spirits of the dead. Then there's theurgy, supernatural assistance in the life of a living person. Those who control spirits sound like this. Now, if you are being targeted and you have ever witnessed someone, and it seems like they're like I've there are times when I've seen people who have they'll have their hand down low, and it's like they'll be calling the spirit, like, yeah, they'll be calling it, you know what I'm saying, and they'll be like, come close, come close, come close, come close, you know what I'm saying, like you know, and to make it do what it wants to do. As a matter of fact, in a lot of the magic shows, you know what I'm saying, where you can see where they have things float, you know what I'm saying, into clear space, and that, you know, and they can do all kinds of things that you know for a fact they shouldn't be doing. That's theurgy. That is theurgy. That is theurgy. Supernatural assistance in the life of a living person. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you a little bit about theurgy and necromancy, because I know for a fact that a lot of you have probably witnessed theurgy, you know what I'm saying, in people, because a lot of times the people who are practicing these things, theurgy is one of the main things I know for a fact people are practicing, because I've noticed that many people will use their hands. They use their hands, okay? If that's one telltale sign of a person who's practicing theurgy, is the fact that they use their hands all the time, because they direct and lead and tell it where to go, okay? That's the supernatural assistance. Theurgy and necromancy. The experiences of theurgy and necromancy are always disastrous to those who indulge in them. When one has stood on the threshold of the other world, one must die, and almost invariably under terrible conditions. First giddiness, then catalepsy, followed by madness. It is true that the atmosphere is disturbed, The woodwork cracks and the doors tremble and groan in the presence of a certain persons after a series of intoxicating acts. Weird sounds, sometimes bloody signs, will appear spontaneously on paper or linen. They are always the same and are classed by magicians as diabolical writings. The very sight of them induces a state of convulsion or ecstasy in the medium, who believes themselves to be seeing spirits. Thus, Satan, the spirit of evil, is transfigured for them into an angel of light. But before they will manifest, these so-called spirits require sympathetic excitement produced by sexual intercourse on the part of their devotees. Hands must be placed in hands, feet on feet. They must breathe in each other's faces. These acts are followed by others of an obscene character. The initiates, reveling in these forms of excess, believe themselves to be the elect of God and the arbiters of destiny. They are the successors of the fakirs of India. No warning will save them. And that's one thing that I noticed when I was, studying on this, what I'm saying? Because like I say, the main thing they're using is witchcraft and black magic. Is at the end of this, it said, no warning will save them. That is exactly what it said. No warning will save them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, Theurgy, the highest degree of occultism. Necromancy is limited to the summoning of dead souls, but the Theurgists of the 19th century evoked the entities qualified by them as genii, angels of light, exalted spirits, spirits of fire. In their meetings scattered throughout the world, they worship Lucifer. Theurgy is therefore pure Satanism. Moreover, it is important to note that Kabbalists admitted to the mysteries of Theurgy never mention the word Satan. They look upon certain dissident adepts who invoke the devil under the name of Satan as heretics, whose system they call Goetia or black magic. They call their own practice Theurgy or white magic. They go by many names and claim separation from each other based on fundamental differences. However, they are all initiates of ancient Babylonian mystery schools, practitioners of the kindred rites. They deliberately glorify Lucifer as the principle of good while believing our God, Yahweh, as the principle of evil. This ideology can be found in many different belief systems. According to Margaret Alice Murray, the deity worshipped by the witches was in some cases Lucifer, as opposition to the Christian God. Devotees were obliged formally to renounce Christ, the Holy Ghost, and the Christian God before embracing the devil faith. This makes it clear that the god of the witches is Lucifer, who is represented either as a double-faced god Janus or a slightly modified version of the Baphomet, with a lit candle between its horns symbolizing the rising Kundalini serpent and activation of the pineal gland, the third eye, which is something that you're not supposed to be activating. In 1484, Pope Innocent issued a papal bull concerning witchcraft. Quote, "It has come to our ears that numbers of both sexes do not avoid to have intercourse with demons, incubi, and succubi, and that by their sorceries and by their incantations, charms, conjurations, they suffocate, extinguish, and cause to perish the birth of women." All right. Now, that was what I wrote about this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, who are they? You know what I'm saying? And from the studying that I have done, I have come to understand that even though they all practice black magic, some of them practice different parts of black magic, okay? And, if you're being if you're being followed like me, you know what I'm saying, or if you're being tailed every day and harassed and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? You know for a fact that it's real because, you know what I'm saying, you can tell the difference when they're practicing black magic. It smells funny. There's a funny smell. I know one guy, you know, that I seen on the video, he said that it smelled like what was that? What's that thing? That stuff they burn. But it doesn't, to me it doesn't smell like that. It's a very funny smell though. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they are doing it, or whenever that spirit is around you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there are other things that I could go into, but I choose not to because, you know what I'm saying, I know for a fact that they're going to be watching these videos, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just, you know, but I'm just giving a basic, you know what I'm saying, I believe that this is who they are. They are all practicing different parts of Kabbalah. You know what I'm saying? They are, you know, where one may be practicing, I have witnessed personally someone that practiced hydromancy. You know what I'm saying? That is the, you know, conjuring things through water. You know what I'm saying? And this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I like, if it wasn't, you know, if I got, I'm not a victim. And no way, and I'm not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? If the, you know, if this is what it's gonna be, then, you know, you don't fight fire with fire. You know, we're gonna fight it the right way. But I've witnessed hydromancy. I didn't know it was hydromancy, but now I do. You know what I'm saying? As far as mesmerism, black magic, equivalent of MK Ultra, using sorcery to be able to gain control over a person's mind. There was a point in time where I was standing in front of someone. You know what I'm saying? This was just recently. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that you know, I'm not going to go into that, but I know for a fact that I feel like they were using they were attempting to use mesmerism because there was like a, you know, because of how it felt. I'm just gonna say that, you know what I'm saying, and I'm able to identify. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm saying this to say that, you know, each and every person that, you know what I'm saying, may be doing this, you know what I'm saying, or who may be following you, or they're not all practicing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, one may be practicing mesmerism, one may be you know, one may be practicing hydromancy and mesmerism, you know what I'm saying? But one thing for a fact that I know that many of them practice is theurgy. Theurgy, the supernatural assistance, you know, in the life of a living person, where they have actually conjured up something almost like a genie, and it acts, you know, and it does what they want it to do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they say theurgy is the highest degree of occultism. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say, you know, theurgy is just like pure Satanism. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get any purer than theurgy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there are some other points that I want to make. You know what I'm saying? Because as you see, they, you know, for those who are, for those of us who believe in, you know, Jesus Christ and, you know, in God, you know what I'm saying, they believe that Jesus Christ and God are the embodiment of evil. You know what I'm saying? And that Satan is actually the creator. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is you know, this is why I believe that the reason why they are, you know what I'm saying, are doing this is because of the fact that of who you represent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can almost guarantee you that the people who are being, who this is being, who actually being done to, that they have a faith in God. You know what I'm saying? They have a faith in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And it's in their spirit, and, you know what I'm saying, and they, you know, most likely have that anointing. You know what I'm saying? What I urge you to do is get closer to God, though. You know what I'm saying? If you drink or you smoke, or you out here and you having sex, and, you know what I'm saying, like, that can, you know, I believe that can push you away from God. So I would urge you to, you know, start putting that kind of stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently, if they're trying to practice black magic on you, and it's not happening, it's because God is not allowing it to happen. Now you have to get, you know, get into action. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, He's not going to just be protecting you and you're not doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? I've been on, I'm telling you now, I've been on jobs where, and now that I look back, that guy that I was on that job with, and he went in that back room, and they say he passed out, and when he came back to, you know what I'm saying, and like, I know for a fact now that I look back that the reason he passed out was because they did it to him. They did it to him. You know what I'm saying? I know this for a fact now. You know what I'm saying? And that is one of the things that is one of the things I think that happens to people who are taken over by those demons, or because they actually do this to people. You know what I'm saying? But another point that I want to make is, let's see, the kids. Oh my God. Look, let me tell you something. They use their kids. They use their kids. And I don't care who gets offended. I don't care, because, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be mad at me. You should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I'm saying? They use their kids. There have been times while this has been going on to me where I've looked up in a store and the guy was actually, holding his baby up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact it's kind of like a baby rattlesnake. Be like they're more poisonous because they don't know how much to let out. Maybe it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact they use their kids. Their kids have the same powers. You know what I'm saying? They can do the same things. They can project. You know what I'm saying? They can look at you a certain way and and cause things to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the demonic side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about if they're with the government. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about other things. The only thing I'm talking about today is the demonic side of it. You know what I'm saying? And just recently, I don't know if people read about this, you know what I'm saying, but there was a guy who went on a trip, remember, and he murdered both of his kids in Mexico. Remember the white guy who went, he went on a trip. He had both of his kids, and they say he went into Mexico and murdered both of his kids. And the reason why they say that he told them he murdered the kids was because his girlfriend was either like a demon or something of that sort, and that his kids were going to grow up to be monsters. And that was why he killed the kids. And I know that there are a lot of people who are saying, hey man, like, this guy is crazy. Like, what is he talking about? But I'm telling you now, describing this, you know what I'm saying, where, even the Pope, you know what I'm saying, in 1484, he says, it has come to our ears that numbers of both sexes do not avoid to have intercourse with demons, incubi, and succubi, and that by their sorceries and by their incantations, charms, conjurings, they suffocate and extinguish and cause to perish the birth of women. The kids do it too. You know what I'm saying? They are having sex with incubi. They are having sex with succubi. You know what I'm saying? This is really going on. That was going on in 1484, and it is reemerging. It is reemerging to a high degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is actually in the kids also. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that the kids, they're, and I like I said, I hate to say it like that, but they are training the kids. They are training the kids to do it. You know what I'm saying? Those kids who are in it. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, like I say, the little boy who was in the park with me. You know what I'm saying? Well, there was a car pulled up while I was in the park, and a man with two boys got out. You know what I'm saying? And anytime, I've gotten to the point now where because we have different energies. If you are evil or if you are demonic, my energy, you're gonna know my energy, and I'm gonna know yours. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this now. You know what I'm saying? That's very definite. It's a fact. If you are a Christian, you know what I'm saying, and you are out, you know what I'm saying, and for a fact you're a Christian, you know what I'm saying, and you're around demons, they're going to know you're there. There's nothing you could do about it. You're going to know they're there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say how. You know what I'm saying? I probably have my own ways of knowing, but I can say this for a fact, that you're gonna know that they're. But this particular little boy, you know what I'm saying, he gets out the car and something is wrong with him. And I mean, something is wrong with him to the extent where it seems like they've been practicing a cult on him to the point where he's just unstable. He is unstable, okay? So he gets out the car. The father grabs him, okay? The little boy stops dead in his tracks, okay? He looks directly in my direction. I see him, he knows who I am, and I know who he is, okay? Not because of fleshly, but because of what's in him and what's in me. You know what I'm saying? So he takes a couple steps back, okay? And however he's been, practicing using whatever is inside of him, he would clap. And when he clapped, it was, uh, I'm just going to say that I knew for a fact that he was spiritually attacking me, okay? So, you know, as far as us, the only thing that we can use, the only thing that you can use to spiritually attack them back is the Bible, is the Word of God. You have to have it implanted into your heart. You know what I'm saying? There are scriptures that I know. There are things that I say out of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I speak it with power. I speak it with power. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I want to, say is that though the little boy was young, he was strong. He was strong, and it was very clear that he had been doing it. You know what I'm saying? They had been putting him through it. They had been doing it to him. You know what I'm saying? And it just, I feel like, I'm not going to go into the strong part or the power part, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that opens up doors for the enemy to come in and to try to decide or who can, how to get in or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It got to a point that in the exchange between me and him, that he grabbed his head as if he had a headache. You know what I'm saying? And that was when I guess that was an indication to the father that something was wrong. So they walked off and went further deeper off into the park. You know what I'm saying? But when that little boy first got out of the car, you know what I'm saying? He initially, spiritual wise, recognized who I was. You know what I'm saying? Even though we had never seen each other a day in each other's lives, you know what I'm saying? What was in him recognized who I was. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it's the same way with the adults. It's the same way with the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, they automatically know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get around it. You cannot duck it. You can't. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that you can do is strengthen yourself. You know what I'm saying? Fear, there's no room for fear. There's no room for fear. I will say that now. There is no room for fear. And I fear no man. You know what I'm saying? I fear only God. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if this is, this is a spiritual war against the Christians. You know what I'm saying? That is exactly what this is. That is why you are a targeted individual. This is not, this is not as if they're just walking up to you with a gun and shooting you and gunning you down. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they wouldn't, but this is more of a spiritual warfare against you, to take you, to to force what they have upon you. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what this is, man. This is demonic warfare. You know what I'm saying? And that exchange between me and that little boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something I'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? It's something I'll never forget. And the reason why is because it was a little boy. It was a little boy. He couldn't have been 12 years old. He might have been 12. He might have been 12. It was a little boy. They're doing it with the kids. You know what I'm saying? They are doing witchcraft. They are doing all sorts. And when I say witchcraft, it's not just one form. That's what we have to know. As a person who's being targeted, if you know for a fact that they are using witchcraft or magic, you know what I'm saying, you have to identify which one they are using. You know what I'm saying? Which, that's hard at times. Who am I to, I know for a fact they attack spiritually though. You know what I'm saying? It is for your spirit. It is to take you over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying this because of the fact that I know for a fact I'm not the only one. I can't be. But what I say is, I went from in the beginning, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Nervous, scared, to where now it don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as I got God on my side, as long as I'm, you know what I'm saying, represented by Jesus Christ, as long as the Holy Spirit is in me, I ain't worried. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this is a walk. You know what I'm saying? And you have to fight for your salvation. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time to be sidestepping. I mean, this is not the time to be half-stepping or in the middle of the line. This is not the time. If you know you believe in God, you know you believe in Jesus Christ, and you're being attacked or you're being, like you say, targeted, you know what I'm saying? This is the time to get closer to God. You know what I'm saying? These are the real things that they're doing, man. They're actually doing this, man. Mesmerism, Fergie, like, they are really doing this stuff. Hydromancy, you know what I'm saying? Aeromancy. You know what I'm saying? One guy asked me, you know, do they mess with the weather? Yes, they mess with the weather. I'm almost sure of it. They mess with the weather, man. Like, you know, like, it's just, you know, that's what made me want to say, man, that it got to be the government because of the access that they have to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen planes flying places that I know that they should not be flying. I've seen planes fly directly over my head, like, over and over and over and over, you know what I'm saying, in a place where I know it's not supposed to be flying. So I know for a fact that they have access to a lot of things, man. They have access to a lot of things, and they are doing different parts of Kabbalah. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you could think that it's just witchcraft, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Some people are conjuring the spirits or divining through water. You know, all of it is an abomination. You know what I'm saying? It says that you can't even warn them. You can't warn them. There is no warning them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's the bad part, because there are many times when I have tried to, even though I know that they were after me, you know what I'm saying, trying to be, you know, the best that I could be, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, see if they have a heart, you know what I'm saying, and I have not been able to find the heart in one. I have not been able to find their heart. You know what I'm saying? I have not been able to find their heart. I have not. You know what I'm saying? And that's a bad thing, man. You know what I'm saying? There are times when, you know, I've openly went into places and, you know, repent, you know what I'm saying? Because that is what everyone is supposed to be doing. And if you're a child of God, then you know one thing. Right now, if you're anointed and they're after you, it's because they don't want you putting that out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you alerting people and letting them know what's really going on, man. You know, and you got to build up your strength to where we can get out here, you know what I'm saying, and make this happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? And if someone, you know, came to me and was like, "Hey, man, I'm being tracked too," like I would not trust you. I would not trust you. And the only thing that I could say is that I pray that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, make a way. You know what I'm saying, for all of us. You know what I'm saying, because there is nobody I trust right now. Not mama, not nobody. There's nobody I trust. The only person I trust is God and Jesus Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I just wanted to, you know, I can't tell you for a fact that it's the government, but what I can tell you is that they are demonic, you know what I'm saying? And that if you are already a demon or you're already practicing black magic, why would they be targeting you? You know what I'm saying? There are plenty of people that I feel like maybe getting on YouTube and are not necessarily being targeted, but they're using, you know, to track other people who are being targeted through comments or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So be careful what you say, man. Be careful what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know, I don't mind, you know, I will answer anybody's comment, but I feel like there are some people who are going to say terrible things only because they are practicing the very things that I'm talking about. Only, or because they don't like how I'm bringing it, you know, and I'm exposing it. You know, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't care when they're following me, they don't care when they're getting in the way. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So why should I care about bringing the information out? You know what I'm saying? And that's you know, that's all that is to it. But, you know, pray. You know what I'm saying? Before Jesus, you know, Jesus went into the desert for 40 days and for 40 nights he fasted. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, the devil tempted him 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights was because he knew that he needed a power from God. He needed the assistance of God. That is what happens when you fast. When you fast, you know what I'm saying, you strengthen your spirit. You know what I'm saying? That is why I encourage everyone who is being targeted to fast. You know what I'm saying? I started off, not eating for one day. You know what I'm saying? I've gone as far as 3.5 days. I wanted to go 4, but I quit after 3.5. So, you know what I'm saying? I encourage everyone who's being targeted to fast, man. Fast, pray, read your Bible, because the only thing that you can fight them with is scripture. That is it. They are demons. You can't fight them with anything else. Shooting them and killing them, you know what I'm saying? The Bible clearly states, put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, spiritual wickedness in high places. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things we fight against. You know what I'm saying? You're not fighting against flesh. You're fighting against demonic spirits, man. You know what I'm saying? That is exactly why you are being targeted, man, because of your spirit and who you are and what is inside of you and how close you are to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You're most likely anointed, man, because of the anointing upon your life. They're trying to force these things upon you, and they can't. You know what I'm saying? Because God is not allowing it to happen, man. Strengthen yourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? I say this to all. I love all, man. You know what I'm saying? I love all. You know what I'm saying? But I love God. I love Jesus Christ, man. And I refuse to go. You know what I'm saying? If it's war, then it's war. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know what kind of war it is and how to fight it. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man.